Okay guys, so now I want to go over how we make the filling to put in the empanadas. So you're obviously going to need some ground beef, your choice. It can be turkey, it can be mixed, it can be whatever you want because this is the kind of thing that it's just to your liking. So I'm going to show you what Miss Ashley would like in her empanadas. So it may be different for you. So already in my pan, I have 1 pound of ground beef, beef, 1 pound of ground beef, and some olive oil in the pan. So then, and I'm scared to move my camera because that thing just like flew right off of there last time. So then I have 2 diced tomatoes, small ones. I have 2 cloves of garlic, diced tiny. I have these jalapeno peppers, but they're tamed, so they're almost like a spicy banana pepper, I think. So I have those, just like a small little handful, and then a whole onion diced really, really thin, if you could see. I use my dicer for that, my little blender. So then, let's tilt you back up. So then we're gonna add all of that into our ground beef once it starts to cook for a few moments. But then you're also gonna do a dash of oregano, some paprika, some cumin, and some black pepper, and then just this little dash of salt, because why not? So we want to get the seasonings in now as the pan and the meat are heating up, and then once it starts to brown a little bit, then we'll add in the vegetables. So Miss Ashley's just going to sprinkle a little in because I'm not afraid of seasoning. So again, it's really to your taste. You have to know. So I'm going to do equal amounts. Well, a little less than the oregano, but equal amounts of the paprika and the cumin for sure. And this is just ground up. It's cheapy seasoning that Miss Ashley picked up. Who knows where? I have so many seasonings. So that's that. And then I'm just going to do a couple little pinches of some black pepper. And then kind of the same. I'm just trying to do equal amounts of each seasoning. But oregano's a little bit strong, so we don't want to get too crazy there. And then we're going to just mix it until it's brown at like a high to medium heat. You don't want to burn up the meat, but so, you know, just cook the ground beef until it's totally brown. That's Miss Ashley's philosophy. You got to cook the meat well. I know a lot of people don't like that. So once we do that, we're going to just brown the meat. And again, we're going to have a whole onion, 2 small tomatoes, 2 cloves of garlic, and then I have some tamed jalapenos. I just took a small little handful, a couple of those out and diced them up. Then you're going to do, to your taste and your liking, some paprika, some cumin, some oregano. And then this was the jar again. I don't know if I showed it to you. Can you see? I really don't like when my camera does that, but the light from my window is coming in, so I'm not a professional here. Salt, pepper. And then you're also going to add a little bit, about a tablespoon of tomato paste to your ground beef. So once you cook that up, guys, we're going to brown our meat, get our dough back out, and then we're going to make these empanadas. So it's actually going to be 3 small videos because I just don't want you guys to be hanging around while Miss Ashley's doing all of this. It's kind of, it will be boring to you. So that's the meat part. And then also once it's cooked and completed, before we fill it, we're going to sprinkle some cheese in. So I'll show you that part next. So I hope so far you're enjoying the video on empanadas. My kitchen is destroyed. And I'm just going to go over really quick the empanada dough. So it's going to be 3 cups of the all-purpose flour. It's going to be 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to use a whole stick of butter, and you're going to use 3/4 of a cup of water. So Miss Ashley kind of discovered where she messed up because I was just looking down at the 3/4. So I did 1 3/4 cups. So I ended up having to add quite a bit more ingredients to get the dough the right consistency. But if you follow it, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of baking powder, 3 cups of flour, 3/4 water, and 1 dice up stick of butter. Then you're gonna knead it for 5 minutes, refrigerate for 1 hour. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys soon. See